Hey, throwing a suspended jerkbait, a small one, catching mixed largemouth and stripers, a hybrid, a white bass, or whatever they are. But anyway, let's see if I can catch one or two for y'all. What it is a small point towards the back of my pocket. And every time I come up in here, and it's shallow also. The water temperature is only about 52, 53, but every time I come in here, there's bait fish back here, it seems like. So pulled up in here this morning. On the way back in here, I caught a couple actually decent bass on a Raven Red rattle trap, which I love using in early spring, Raven Red. And before I got back in this pocket, I went ahead and put on a small jerkbait because I just figured there'd be bait fish back here. And I mean, I have been catching the heck out of them, largemouth and whatever they are. And it was one cast after another for a while. And of course, my luck, as soon as I turn the camera on, I don't get a bite, but we'll see. It shouldn't take long. I'm working it kind of fast. It's actually real shallow. You know, if I get back there a little bit further, the trolling motor kicks up mud. So it's real shallow back here, but for whatever reason, the fish are holding back here too. Because last time I was here was probably 2 weeks ago. Just had a hit just then. It was about 2 weeks ago. And there were fish here then. And last time I was here before that was, I don't know, weeks before that, and fish were here. It's just one of those places. And I've thrown a worm back here a little bit today. Really just trying to isolate the bass from the stripers or white bass or whatever they are. And I only threw it a couple times because I was catching so many on this jerkbait. And I'm actually throwing it on monofilament line instead of fluorocarbon, just because that happened to be what I have on this spinning rod. And it don't really matter anyway. It's so shallow back here. I'm not really trying to get it to go down deep or anything. And the fish have been so aggressive up until I turned on the camera that I don't think the monofilament has mattered, because they've been smoking this jerkbait. On West Point Lake, by the way, mostly because it's only about an hour from the house. I thought about going to Eufaula this morning, which is my favorite lake, and I decided just come to West Point. There's another one. Of course, fishing jerkbait, half of them you catch are hooked in the side or something where they're slapping at it. I cannot believe I turn on the camera, guys, and don't even catch one. And I literally, there he goes. That's actually a decent something. I think that might be a decent largemouth. Can't really tell yet. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good largemouth, guys, on the jerkbait. I'll get him in here. I mean, he's a keeper anyway. He's not mega big, but I think he's keeper size. So, like I said, on the small jerkbait, and the fish are here. I actually had somebody come in here earlier fishing, and I hate catching fish around people. I'm sure every tournament fisherman does. So they're gone now. And luckily, when they were here, I think I caught mostly stripers or whatever. So decent one. I will try 1 or 2 more casts for y'all. Recording this on my Samsung Galaxy S7 phone, so I don't know how, how long I got on my SD card, honestly. There's actually dirt out there in the water where that is so shallow in here. There's dirt over there where that fish I just caught kicked up dirt. That's how shallow it is. That's why I'm going with a smaller jerkbait. It don't go super deep. And I know I could use a regular non-suspending jerkbait, but I just wanted to do the suspending jerkbait instead. A couple weeks ago when I came in here, I caught some on a regular jerkbait, the non-suspending. But those are a little bit bigger, and the bait fish I've seen are not that big. So that's why I went with my smaller suspending jerkbaits. See, I'm getting dirt on the lure almost every cast because it's so shallow in here, leaves and stuff. Might catch one more for y'all. They're here, they've slowed down all of a sudden. But I got a few more places I'm going to hit today. I honestly hadn't even hit some of my better fishing holes yet today. And I'll try to do some filming if I get on some fish. Alright, I'm going to throw one more cast for y'all. Last cast for a big bass. And then I think I'm going to move to another area. Alright, let's hope we catch one on this one, y'all. Now, I think I'm going to move to another area. There's still a bunch of areas I haven't hit today. Early spring, pre-spawn on West Point is my favorite time of year on West Point, really. Seems like I do better during the pre-spawn than I do the spawn. I'm not a big person. I don't really go out and try to find them on beds like a lot of people do. I don't know. I know there's a lot of tournaments won that way. But me, I'm like, you know, you're trying to have babies, so I'm sure I happen to catch some on that are bedding sometimes in the spring, but I'd rather catch them pre-spawn, post-spawn, hitting them with a pop-R, something like that during post-spawn, whacking them. I know I said one more cast, but we'll do a Shaw Grigsby on this one, as my dad would say, Shaw Grigsby. Alright guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna move to a different area, see what we can do. Hope you enjoyed the one bass. And by the way, there's my buddy Kane over there. He came with me today. But and this is the kind of spot, like I said, just a small point in the back of a pocket. I mean, a shallow pocket. Real shallow back there. Alright guys, thanks.